Hey everybody, it's Mr. Throop-Voors here, and I just wanted to say I'm so sorry I'm not in person with you at school today. Yesterday, as you know, I had to stay home, but today was a day that I had to schedule for. So actually, I'm going to be teaching some college classes today, which is really cool. So you maybe heard me talk about the Armstrong Educator Award that I won last year. And so there's only like 3 or 4 of us in the entire state of Indiana that are recognized with this award. So it's kind of a cool thing. But today I get to teach some college classes. So I'll be talking to some classes today of students at Indiana University, so down at IU, and I'll be talking to them about what it means to get a degree in teacher education. So I'll be talking to students that are looking at becoming a teacher once they graduate from college. And so it's a really cool honor that I get to share with them and talk to college students today about being a teacher. So what I want to do with you right now is review yesterday's work. So some of you said that you had some questions yesterday. Some of you wanted a little bit of help on yesterday's work. So let's go ahead and go over yesterday's assignment. So yesterday's assignment was 5.1 exercises, as you can see right here on my screen. And I want to go over this with you. So the first thing that we need to do is understand that the vocab word that you should have is ratio. So a ratio is basically comparing two sets of numbers. So every division problem looks similar to a ratio. And so understanding that is going to be key to understanding ratios as we get into this unit. So um, this says you're comparing apples. Let's look at number 2. Or I'm sorry, let's look at number 1. The ratio of vowels to consonants in a word is 5:7. Are there more vowels or consonants in the word? So if the ratio is 5:7, and it says that it's vowels to consonants, which means that the order matters. So it says vowels to consonants. So if we wrote this as a ratio, it would be vowels colon consonants, or vowels to consonants. And as you can see, they're saying that it's 5:7. So vowels to consonants is 5:7. So there are 5 vowels in the word and 7 consonants in the word. Number 2, you are comparing apples to oranges in a fruit bowl. Is the ratio 2:3 the same as the ratio 3:2? And the answer, of course, would be no. In just like in a fraction, you can't just flip the fraction around and have the same value. So if there's 2 apples and 3 oranges, that's not the same as 3 apples and 2 oranges. So your explanation can be something like if there are 2 apples and 3 oranges, that's not the same thing as saying that the ratio is 3:2, because that'd be 3 apples and 2 oranges. So it's different. Number 3, which one doesn't belong? Which ratio does not belong with the other 3? Explain your reasoning. All right, so let's look at these options. 2 parts to 5 parts. So if there's 2 parts of something, there'd be 5 parts of something. So the ratio would be 2 to 5. This one, 2 out of every 5. So this one, this ratio would be 2 to 5. So again, that's the same one. 2 for each 5. So every 2 of something, there is 5 of something else. It's the same ratio. 2 for every 5. So for every 5, there would be 2 of something. So let's think about this for a minute. So which one doesn't fit with the other ratios? And so if we think about 2 out of every 5, so out of every 5 of something, there's 2 that are included. Ooh, wait a minute. Okay, so let's think. 2 for every 5. For every 5 of something, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there would be 2 of something else. Okay, that fits. This one, 2 for each 5. So for each 5 of something, there's 5. There's 2 for each, okay? Now this one says 2 out of every 5. Now this is the key phrase here. 2 out of every 5. So for every 5, 2 out of those, and that keyword is out. 2 out of those would be 2 of that same group of 5. Well, all of a sudden, that's not really a ratio, is it? So it's not 2 for every 5 of something else. It's saying that's the same thing. So this is the one that doesn't quite fit. So that one was a little bit tricky. Let's look at number 4. For each lion, there are 7 giraffes. And it says, use a table or diagram to represent the relationship between the two quantities. So if we think about, this is called a ratio table. If we make a ratio table, we would say at the top, this is a lion and this is a giraffe. So for each lion, so for one lion, there are 7 giraffes. And that's your ratio. Of course, your ratio could be written as 1 to 7 or 1:7. But this is what your ratio table would look like. So for this one, for every 5 seats, there are 4 fans, excuse me. For every 5 seats, there are 4 fans. So you would have seats to fans. And for every 5 seats, there are 4 fans. So this is what your ratio table would look like. Write the ratio, explain what the ratio means. So frogs to turtles. Well, there are 2 frogs to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turtles. So for every 5 turtles, you could write this down. For every 5 turtles, there are what? There are 2 frogs. And of course, number 7, 8, and 9 are all the same on that concept, so I won't go over those. This one says, use the table to write the ratio below. Explain what the ratio means. All right, so we're going to use this table for questions 10 through 13. This says dramas to movies. All right, well, for dramas, there are 3 dramas. Now, how many movies are there total? Well, there'd be 8, 9, 10, 11, plus 4 would be 15. So there's 15 total movies. 15 total movies. So the ratio is out of 15 movies, 3 of them are dramas. All right. So that's how we would do this particular problem. I hope this review helps you. Make sure if you haven't turned this assignment in yet, that you do it right away today to make sure that you don't have any missing assignments this weekend. Have a wonderful class period, learn lots, and get all of your work done, and I will see you later. Thank you.